Sara Blazevic.
My name is Sara, and I'm a member of Swarthmore Mountain Justice. We started our fossil fuel divestment campaign 2 years ago, and we're so excited to see that this movement is growing. Last summer, I went down to West Virginia to learn about mountaintop removal coal mining from those who are most affected by it. The people living on the front lines of the extractive industries, the air, water, jobs, and political rights of their community are entirely owned by the fossil fuel industry. These people also comprise many of the greatest heroes of the environmental justice movement. I'm talking about people like Larry Gibson. Who's heard of Larry Gibson? Yes. Larry fought this fight from his mountain for decades in the face of tremendous corporate power. I'm talking about women like Judy Bonds and Majora Carter. I'm talking about communities resisting tar sands extraction, from indigenous peoples in Alberta, Canada, to the tar sands blockade in Texas. I'm talking about people like my friend Adam, an 11th generation West Virginian, who took me on a tour of the woods around his home and told me about how he got from sniping in Iraq to organizing against mountaintop removal. Meeting activists like these, particularly in West Virginia, was truly inspirational for our group. We asked ourselves what we could do to be a part of this movement and how we could support people living on the front lines in the most effective way possible. We felt pretty powerless at first. How can a bunch of students, full-time students living in Philadelphia, do anything meaningful to combat injustice happening in rural Appalachia? We looked at the power we have as students. We looked at our school's place in the world, and we came to believe in the efficacy of leveraging our college's financial and symbolic influence to reduce the power of the fossil fuel industry. We realized that not only could our school make a difference in this struggle, but that it's financially feasible for it to do so. 2 years ago, we started a campaign to push Swarthmore College to divest from fossil fuels. Our peers were shocked to hear that an institution that touts its commitment to social responsibility is invested in this industry, which makes its money off of the systemic destruction of local economies, traditional cultures, and natural environments. Despite our wide base of support and our growing student power, it is abundantly clear that we alone cannot convince Swarthmore to divest. We need a mass movement to get this ball rolling. We need our faculty and our alumni to stand with us. We need to demand that not only our schools, but our religious institutions and our banks give back to their communities instead of investing in their destruction. We need a movement that is ready to stand with those people who have no choice but to fight. I have had the privilege of meeting so many powerful people, people who have shared their stories and taught me how to resist in my own ways. Everyone in this room shares this privilege with me. We have been given the tools for active struggle, and we all have the opportunity to use them. We can resist, we can organize, we can work in solidarity with others, we can grow from the experiences that have brought us here tonight. The fight against the extractive industries is a fight for environmental, social, and economic justice. The fight is winning. Just 2 days ago, Patriot Coal announced that it was phasing out mountaintop removal. Let's be real, activists made that happen. This is a huge success, and it means that we just have to fight even harder. Divestment is only one step on the way towards environmental justice, but it will be a great victory when it happens. And when we have our victory party, I want everyone in this room to be there celebrating with us. Thank you.
What we need to do. We've peeled away some of the layers of the onion. We've gotten closer to where we need to go. As of tonight, we are going after the fossil fuel industry. We need to ask or demand that institutions like colleges or churches, sell their stock in these companies. The logic is brutal and simple. If it is wrong to wreck the climate, then it is wrong to profit from that wreckage. All right? We can't avoid each of us participating somehow in the fossil fuel consumption of fossil fuel. That's just how life is set up, as Naomi said. But we don't have to be involved in perpetuating it in that way. We've done more than just see that it's possible. We've seen that it's happening. 3 nights ago, we were in Portland, Maine, and it may have been the high point so far of this whole tour, because the president of Unity College in Unity, Maine, he stood up and he said, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you that yesterday our board of trustees voted to divest every last penny of our portfolio from fossil fuel stocks. They'll be the first, okay, but they will not be the last. And I have the strong suspicion that some of the next schools to do it on this list are going to be right here in this room tonight. I find it hard to believe that an institution, say, like Swarthmore, with its deep roots in Quaker tradition, with its strong history of thinking about morality, that a place like Swarthmore, or like Haverford, like any of these schools, Bryn Mawr would not soon be joining this list. So I thank you guys so much for your work. The battle's joined.